armed forces are in their 15th year of war. And if you'd have asked me on September 12th if we would have gone 11 years without being attacked at home before the Boston Marathon bombings last year, I would have said you're nuts. That was not a coincidence. And the men and women from Fort Stewart and all across the armed forces have carried that fight to the enemy, but not without a cost. Of the 2.7 million men and women that have served, 1.6 million have already left the service. 150,000 of them are unemployed. We can do better than that. The Home Builders Institute is basically the training arm of the National Association of Home Builders. And I saw a great opportunity in taking their programs and making them available not only to veterans, but to transitioning soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. So when they leave the military, they leave with an industry-recognized certificate, and they can begin working in the construction industry as soon as they walk out the door.
When I first joined the program, it was like, okay, I'm just trying to get an opportunity to possibly get some different trades to land a job once I retire from the military. But then when we found out about it's actually helping the homeless, it gave me a whole different aspect about the program. You know, at first it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do these trades, use them further, but now it's like, oh, I'm helping somebody. You know, you take one wrong step to the left or the right, and you could be forgotten. Since we're giving back to the homeless with the houses, now we can help these guys to get back on their feet.
This program for me means a lot for the people that's like me, who somehow manage to slip through the cracks. We try, but sometimes it just takes one small misstep and you end up in a place that you really didn't want to be.
Teamwork and working to help out a fellow comrade, you know, that's just what's ingrained in us from the beginning. So now that I can take part into helping fellow veterans, you can't even really describe it, knowing that what I'm doing now is going to make a difference for many years to come.
They're showing that you can turn just vocational training into something so much more. You can turn it into community movement, drive community impact, and be a force multiplier so they can continue to give back to their veterans and continue to serve with a purpose.
And I just thank this program for opening my eyes to being able to give back to my community.
And what this represents is the skills and the opportunities and the attributes so they can be productive while out of uniform, just as they were productive wearing the uniform. We have no other more solemn opportunity or obligation than to make sure that those who have done so much for us, that we do so much for them. And this really represents the best we have to offer to give them every opportunity to be successful in life, because our veterans will never be forgotten. Not by you, not by us, not by those who have fought side by side in far-flung lands. We owe so much to these veterans, and everything we do is absolutely worth it. But more importantly, is that they are now going to be soldiers for life and lead in communities while out of uniform, just as aptly as they did lead while in uniform.